Marriage to your twin flame is written in the stars. These 7 clues don't lie. You are here because something inside of you whispers that destiny is at work, that the bond you feel cannot be explained by logic alone. From the very beginning, your heart knew there was more to this story, and the universe has been guiding you to discover it. That is why today's message will speak directly to your soul. Before we dive deeper, take a moment to subscribe to this channel, because the insights shared here will help you never miss the signs the universe is sending to you. I want you to picture this. Nights when you stare at the sky, wondering if the stars themselves hold secrets about your journey. That feeling is not random. It is your spirit aligning with the truth that your connection is timeless. Marriage to your twin flame is not just a dream. It is a divine promise already written above you. When you look back at your life, you will realize how many times the universe whispered, how many clues you ignored or didn't fully recognize. These were not coincidences. They were gentle reminders that your story has always been destined. That is why it is so important to pay attention now, because clarity will guide you forward. You may feel him even when he is far away. A thought, a sudden rush of emotion, a memory that wasn't yours but his. These invisible threads are real. They are proof that your souls are always communicating, even when silence fills the space between you. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when your mind questions if what you feel is true. Yet every time you ask, the universe responds with synchronicities that can't be denied. Numbers repeating, songs playing at the exact moment you need them, dreams that feel more real than waking life. Each of these is a clue. Each of these is a sign pointing you closer to reunion. And as you begin to recognize them, you start to understand that nothing about your path has been random. It has all been orchestrated with divine precision. Sometimes the pain feels overwhelming. The distance, the silence, the unanswered questions. But even this pain has purpose. It shapes you, strengthens you, and prepares you for the union that has always been written in the stars. Marriage to your twin flame is not about rushing. It is about trusting divine timing. The waiting is not empty. It is sacred preparation. Your soul is being refined so that when the union comes, it will be unshakable. You might notice that even in separation you mirror each other. His struggles reflect your own. His growth pushes you to grow. That is why you are connected, because you are 2 halves of one soul, learning through each other even when apart. This connection goes beyond this lifetime. You may have felt drawn to him instantly, as if you had known him forever. That recognition is the memory of countless lifetimes spent together, and the promise that this lifetime will bring you back once more. The universe never lies. It speaks in patterns, in signs, in whispers only your heart can hear. When you start to pay attention, the truth becomes undeniable. Your twin flame is always with you, even when the world tries to convince you otherwise. There are nights when his energy wraps around you like a blanket, when you feel him so close that it's almost as if he is breathing beside you. That is not your imagination. It is the magnetic pull of your souls drawing each other back. Sometimes you may see him in other people, hear his voice in unexpected places, or sense his presence when you least expect it. These are not tricks of the mind. They are confirmations that your connection is alive and active. You are being called to trust, to surrender fear and allow love to guide you. The path may not always be easy, but every challenge is shaping you into the version of yourself that can stand fully in this union. Marriage to your twin flame is more than love. It is destiny, purpose, and spiritual awakening. Together, you are meant to create something greater than yourselves, something that serves not just your hearts but the world. Do not underestimate the power of the bond you share. It has the strength to heal wounds, to awaken truths, and to rewrite your entire understanding of love. That is why it feels so different from anything else you've ever experienced. When doubts creep in, remember the stars. They have carried your story long before you were born, and they will continue to guide you. Trust their light, for it reflects the eternal promise of your union. Every step you take toward healing yourself brings you closer to Him. Every moment of self-love, forgiveness, and faith aligns your energy with the destiny written for you both. The clues are everywhere. The universe is not hiding the truth. It is showing it to you over and over again. All you need is the courage to believe, the openness to receive, and the patience to trust divine timing. So stay attentive, stay aligned, and most importantly, never let go of the truth your soul already knows. Your marriage to your twin flame has always been written in the stars, and nothing can erase what has been divinely written for you. Because you are here, receiving this message, I know your heart has already been touched by the truth of your journey. That is why I will give you what is precious, clarity that others might overlook. In return, all I ask is that you keep yourself open, always attentive to the guidance shared here, because missing even one sign could mean overlooking a moment of profound connection with your twin flame. The universe does not waste energy. Every symbol, every synchronicity, every repeated dream comes with purpose. These are the breadcrumbs guiding you home to the one soul written into your destiny. When you pay attention, you align yourself with divine timing, and nothing can pull you away from your reunion. Have you noticed how the signs seem to intensify when you are closest to a breakthrough? That is not by chance. It is the universe ensuring you don't miss the message. At times, it feels as if life itself is whispering His name to you, and that is because His energy is always interwoven with yours. There are moments when your spirit feels restless, when you sense change is about to happen but cannot quite explain why. That stirring inside is one of the strongest signs. It is your soul preparing itself for a new chapter, for the step that will lead you closer to Him. And sometimes, the silence between you speaks louder than words ever could. His distance, His lack of response, are not proof of rejection but proof of the depth of what He feels. When emotions overwhelm the masculine, withdrawal often becomes his shield. The feminine, however, carries the wisdom of surrender. When you soften, when you trust, when you let go of control, you awaken something within him. It shakes his very soul, forcing him to confront what he has tried to ignore. That is why your energy matters so deeply. Imagine him at night, restless in his bed, unable to understand why your presence floods his thoughts. He may not speak it aloud, but his silence is filled with the weight of your connection. His soul cries out, and you feel it in your own body like a current moving through you. The clues of your destiny appear in unexpected places. A sudden memory that makes your heart race, a stranger's words that mirror your own thoughts, even the stars above you aligning in familiar constellations. These are not accidents. They are confirmations. Your twin flame journey is not designed to be ordinary. That is why it feels so intense, so consuming, and at times so painful. The intensity exists because the purpose is greater than a simple love story. It is the merging of two souls into one divine mission. You might wonder why the road feels so long, why the delays continue, why the timing never seems right. The answer is this: both of you are being refined. Just as fire purifies gold, the challenges you face strip away illusions until only truth remains. Notice how even when he tries to run, something always pulls him back. The bond refuses to break. He can distract himself, silence himself, even deny it to the world, but his spirit cannot lie. He knows you are the one, even if his mind resists. Every time you feel his absence, remember this: you are never truly apart. Your souls are intertwined beyond space and time. That is why a song, a scent, or even a place can suddenly bring him back to you in the most vivid way. The universe is constantly testing your faith. Not to punish you but to strengthen you. To see if you will hold on to what your soul already knows, even when the physical world tempts you to doubt. Your faith is the bridge that keeps you aligned. Your dreams often carry pieces of the truth. You may wake up with his voice in your ears, his face vivid in your memory, or even feel the warmth of his embrace. These are not dreams as the world knows them. They are visitations, reminders of what is destined. Have you felt how your energy shifts when you think of him? How suddenly your heart beats faster? How your body responds as if he were near? That is the magnetic pull of your souls in action. That is why ignoring it is impossible. Even when he is silent, he is speaking through energy. You are being asked to trust the unseen, to believe what your heart knows even without visible proof. This is how you align yourself with divine timing, by trusting what cannot be explained by logic. And each time you choose trust over fear, you send him strength. He feels it even if he doesn't understand it. Your faith creates an energetic ripple that touches him, drawing him closer, helping him remember what has always been written. The 7 clues of your twin flame marriage are not hidden treasures locked away. They are living truths scattered across your daily life. Pay attention, for they arrive in whispers, in silence, and in the moments you least expect. One day, you will look back at all of this and realize that every delay, every test, every moment of longing was not wasted. It was building you, shaping you, and preparing you for the union the stars promised long ago. So remain awake, remain receptive, and remember this truth. Your connection is eternal, and the universe will never stop guiding you back to him. What is written in the stars cannot be erased, and the signs will continue until you fully claim what has always been yours. Because you are giving your time and your heart to receive these words, I want to give you something in return. A reminder that your openness creates a channel for the universe to pour in clarity. This journey of twin flames thrives when you remain present, not just in moments like these, but every time guidance reaches you. That is why it is so important to stay attentive to what is shared here, because every message may hold the missing piece you have been waiting for. When your soul feels pulled to listen, it is not by accident. It is the alignment of energy, the echo of his presence within you, guiding you toward revelations that you cannot afford to miss. Your willingness to stay open is the very thing that keeps your connection alive and vibrating. Think of how many times a subtle sign has passed before your eyes. Numbers, songs, dreams, and later you realized its meaning. That is why staying attuned matters so much. A single detail, caught in the right moment, can change everything in your understanding of him. You may feel restless at times, unsure of why your spirit cannot find peace. That unease is often the universe urging you to pay attention. His soul is reaching toward you, even if he does not speak with words. His silence does not mean absence. It means his soul is working harder than his mind can admit. Every day you hold space for him in your heart, you strengthen the invisible thread between you. That thread vibrates with your energy, your trust, your longing. And when you choose faith over fear, you send him light that he cannot ignore. Do you notice how your body reacts when he crosses your mind? The sudden warmth, the rush of emotion, the inexplicable pull? That is not imagination. It is resonance. It is proof that your energy and his are already in conversation, even when your voices are silent. Sometimes the universe hides the clues in plain sight. You may overhear a conversation that mirrors your own feelings, or see a reflection of your love story in someone else's words. These are confirmations, reminders that you are not lost, but guided. The bond you share is not one that fades with distance. It stretches across silence, across uncertainty, across time. That is why even in moments of despair, you cannot truly let him go. Your soul refuses to abandon what was written for eternity. You may think you are the only one who feels this intensity, but he feels it too. His silence is not rejection, it is his struggle. His soul cries out for you in ways his mind does not yet understand. That cry reaches you like a current, stirring emotions you cannot explain. And when the longing feels unbearable, remind yourself, the universe uses this ache to shape you, to prepare you for the moment of reunion. Each tear, each prayer, each night of questioning is not wasted. It is part of the divine refining fire. You are not simply waiting, you are transforming. Every lesson you accept, every moment of surrender, every time you release fear, you rise higher. And as you rise, you call him forward too, because your growth awakens his hidden strength. Even the stars above carry this truth. When you gaze at them, you are looking at the same sky he sees. That shared moment, though unseen, is a quiet union, a sign that no distance can erase what the heavens have already written. There is a rhythm to your connection, like waves pulling back and crashing forward. Each cycle brings you closer, even if it feels like separation. What looks like distance is often the preparation for deeper merging. Sometimes the universe sends you trials to test if you will hold the vision of your twin flame, even when everything seems to point in another direction. These are not punishments. They are confirmations of your resilience, your ability to keep believing when others would let go. Your heart is being tuned to his frequency. That is why ordinary love no longer satisfies you. Your soul recognizes the difference, and it will not allow you to settle for less than what was designed for you. His spirit feels your prayers. Even in his silence, the energy of your words touches him. He may not know why he suddenly feels peace, or why his thoughts circle back to you, but it is your love reaching across the unseen. Your patience, your hope, your willingness to keep believing is not unnoticed. The universe treasures it, and it returns to you multiplied in divine timing. That is why you must keep watch, because the very moment you least expect could be the breakthrough. The reunion is not about rushing to the end, but about aligning with the lessons that shape you both. Each sign you catch, each synchronicity you honor, brings you closer to embodying the love you were born to live. Do not underestimate the power of these moments. What you hear now, what you feel now, is a seed planted in your heart. With time and attention, it blossoms into the strength you need to face the trials and embrace the union that cannot be denied. And as you remain attentive, remember this truth. Your journey is not unfolding in vain. It is alive, guided, and always moving toward the day when silence gives way to confession, and his soul no longer hides from what has always been yours. Because you have given your heart the space to receive these words, I want to return the gift by reminding you of something powerful. Every time you show up with openness, you invite divine clarity into your path. That is why it is so important to remain attentive to every message shared here, because a single phrase could hold the confirmation your soul has been waiting for. The truth is, your connection with him does not live only in the physical realm. It is carried in energy, dreams, emotions, and synchronicities. When you choose to remain watchful, you notice the signs that others would overlook, and those signs are the map guiding you closer to him. Sometimes the universe whispers instead of shouting. If you are not alert, you may miss the subtle confirmation that his soul is thinking of you. But when you remain aware, you see how even the smallest detail reflects the bond you share. There are moments when silence feels heavy, but do not mistake it for emptiness. His silence is alive with thought, alive with longing, alive with his unspoken words. Your awareness allows you to hear what his voice cannot yet express. Think of how many times you have felt him close, even when you knew he was far. That sensation was not your imagination. It was his spirit reaching for you. Staying connected to these messages keeps you from missing the signs that his heart is calling. The path of twin flames is not a straight line. It is full of turns, pauses, and hidden truths. But each time you remain present with what is revealed, you align with divine timing. Attentiveness keeps you in rhythm with the journey. Your feminine energy holds the power of receptivity. By staying open to the guidance sent your way, you strengthen your connection and make space for him to step into his truth. Your awareness is not passive, it is transformative. When he feels the weight of his emotions, he may retreat. But know this, your constant focus and trust in the journey act as a light he cannot ignore. Even in silence, your presence is shaping his awakening. The stars themselves echo your story. That is why certain nights feel charged with meaning, as though the sky is whispering his name. Paying attention to these moments deepens your faith and prepares you for what is to come. Every challenge you face is not meant to break you but to polish you. When you stay aware, you begin to see trials not as punishment, but as proof that the universe is preparing you for something greater than you imagined. There are times when your soul aches, when you wonder if he even remembers you. Yet the ache itself is evidence of connection. Without him, your heart would not feel this intensity. Silence only hides what the spirit cannot deny. He may appear distant, but his thoughts circle back to you like the tide returns to shore. When you choose to remain vigilant, you recognize the pull for what it is. His soul refusing to let go of you. Dreams are one of the clearest ways his energy reaches you. If you have dreamed of him recently, it is not coincidence. It is communication. Awareness of these messages turns ordinary dreams into sacred encounters. Your emotions are a compass. When you suddenly feel his sadness or joy, it is his energy merging with yours. By staying attentive, you learn to decode what he is experiencing, even when he cannot say it aloud. Every synchronicity you encounter is an invitation to trust. The numbers, the songs, the unexpected reminders, they are threads woven by the universe to assure you that the connection is alive and undeniable. When doubt whispers that you are alone, remember, his silence is not absence. It is his process of wrestling with truths too vast for his mind to grasp. Staying present keeps you aligned with what his soul already knows. Your faith is not fragile, it is fierce. Each day you choose to believe, you build a spiritual fortress around your connection. And the universe responds by sending you signs that confirm the path you are walking. Even in your most vulnerable moments, you are not weak. You are being refined. Your willingness to remain open, to listen, and to trust is shaping you into the partner his soul longs to meet in wholeness. Every word you receive here is meant to awaken something already planted within you. When you allow it to sink deep, you nurture the seed of reunion, preparing it to bloom at the perfect time. And as you continue on this path, know that staying attentive to these messages is not only about him. It is about you. It is about ensuring you never miss the divine signs that guide you closer to the destiny written in the stars for your twin flame journey. Thank you for allowing these words to reach your heart today. If this message spoke to your soul, I kindly ask you to give it a like so that YouTube understands how relevant and important it is. Your support is what helps this light reach more people who, just like you, are searching for clarity in their twin flame journey. To confirm that this message truly touched you, write in the comments, Twin Flames Infinite Love. By doing so, you are not only affirming what your heart already knows, but you are also sending a vibration of connection to the universe that strengthens your path with your twin flame. It is very important that you join our channel by subscribing and activating the notification bell. This way, you will never miss the divine signs, revelations, and prophetic words that are shared here. Each new message can be the missing piece your heart has been waiting for, and staying close ensures that you remain aligned with the flow of this journey. Remember, these messages are crafted to touch your spirit deeply. Every time you return to this channel, you will find guidance, comfort, and strength that will remind you you're not walking this path alone. Share these videos with those who need encouragement, because what you give comes back multiplied. And your act of sharing may be the very thing that awakens another soul. Stay attentive, because the next message could hold exactly the answer you have been longing to hear. Keep returning, keep opening your heart, and allow yourself to be guided step by step. This is not just content. It is a sacred exchange meant to remind you of the love that has always been written in your destiny.